Okay, our walking foot is now on. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over. And I'm going to bring you down just a little bit here. So, kind of holding this tight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw just a scant 1/4 inch seam around the window. That's going to be my sew line. Okay, I have all my tick marks on there. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew on that line. I'm using a walking foot because stuff is getting kind of thick right now. And I'm just going to line up my needle on one of those lines. So this is securing not only your clapboards, but your window trim. I know some of you were probably worried, oh, that's, if I cut that out, that clapboard, it's not going to be held on by anything. Yes, it will, right here. So now we can trim these little strings off the back. There you go, you now have this secure. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. You should do the same. So remember to put them facing each other, right sides facing when you lay this window pane down on the clapboard side. Again, then turn it over once it's centered and just kind of feel. You know, you can kind of see mine's not exactly centered. Let's see, can we see that? It's not really centered, but it's okay. Don't tell nobody. It'll be fine, okay? So let's go ahead and do the rest of ours, and then we'll come back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to trim the fabric from our windows. And the easiest way to do that is to turn that back over on this side. And I'm going to use my little ruler to just guide my rotary cutter. Put that on my little cutting board right here. And we're going to trim out the windows. Okay. Okay, we've got our windows trimmed out now. The next thing we're going to do is we have to draw a line a 1/2 inch from the opening. So a ruler comes in handy, and I have some pink chalk right here, one of these roller ones, and we're just going to start drawing a line a 1/2 inch around our window. And you want to have somewhat sharp corners so you can see where the corner is. The next thing we're going to do is there's a little lip right here, and where our window trim is, we're going to go just under that, and we're going to clip just that trim fabric to the corner. Just that fabric, and just do a little clip to those inside threads there. Let's do another one here. It's kind of tricky to get just underneath that trim piece. This is going to help with the turning. Last one here. So now where our lines are on the outside and then the corners of our trim here, we're going to trim from this corner to here. Just that window trim, so be careful of your underside so you don't get your clapboards. And you want to trim just up to that corner. We're going to do that on all four sides. Okay, now we are ready to press these to the opposite side. So we're going to pull this kind of tight, not too tight, but nice and snug, and kind of hold it down as we take our little iron. Take our little iron here and press that onto the back. Okay, let's pull our last one through. Pulling it kind of snug in those corners. As best you can. There is your window trim. See that? So now we're on to our template plastic here. We've got all of these done. And the pattern tells you to pin one of these on, but you do not need to do that. I found I just can hold it just fine. I have a thread because we're going to be sewing right along the edge of our window trim, kind of in the ditch, okay? So as long as we hold that, and then I like to make sure that the clapboards are facing down, so when I slide this in, I'm not going to mess those up at all. And I'm going to get I'm holding the template plastic underneath, holding it in place until I get up to, I got to put my glasses on, till I get up to that window trim on just the edge. So again, I'm going to grab a hold of it because I want to sew right on that edge in the ditch. So I'll put my needle down once I know I'm in there. Good. My presser foot down, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch right along the edge of that window trim. Okay, pull this out. You can see the window trim is on there. My stitch length, by the way, is at just a little bit over 2 on my machine. So clip your thread. It's on the front here, and I like to clip from the back too. After you get your window trim on, you want to go ahead and trim off these little dog ears. So that they're flush. There you go. See how you can see through the window? There's the back. So remember I said, you know, a lot of this won't matter because the window pane, the glass will hold it down. So one done, several more to go.